it time for Wombat's Fortnightly News?
I think so.
I think so, because the music's playing.
That's a good reason.
Right, so it has to be. It's legally binding now. Wombat, I even put Fortnite news on here.
I know, and it was already taken down. It was released too early.
Oh, it was leaked?
It was leaked by James Gunn himself, who had to delete the tweet.
He fucked up.
I know. He tweeted out a little bit of footage of Idris Elba introducing the Bloodsport skin for Fortnite. Bloodsport, the character from Suicide Squad.
Is he in that movie?
Yes, Idris Elba plays Bloodsport.
Never heard of him.
And he was like, yo, bro, here's my skin from Idris Elba.
That's how he talks?
Yeah, he's very British.
How did he get a job talking like that?
I don't know. He's like, hey, bro. He talks like Winston Churchill. In case those who don't know. I think Idris Elba should play Winston Churchill. But anyway.
Not James Bond, Winston Churchill?
Winston Churchill. We'll get him on the seas and we'll get him in it.
So James Gunn got yelled at by...
Yeah, he must have. And that to me is the funniest thing, is that someone at Fortnite PR probably had to like email his people who had to find him wherever he was, probably doing whatever he wants, because why not? And they're like, oh, you got to take that tweet down. And he was probably like, what?
Right. Oh, right. He forgot that there's dates for these things.
Yeah.
So there's going to be... When's that movie coming out? Soon?
It comes out soon, and it's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes with 42 reviews.
Those are all the people who agreed to give it good reviews, though.
42 of them.
Yep.
I don't care. I have HBO Plus, so I'm gonna watch it.
You have to wait for the reviews like that come out the day of.
Yeah, the skin looks pretty cool. We'll see how much they charge for it.
Okay.
How about this Activision walkout?
That's the big news this week.
That is the big news this week.
This whole fucking Activision mess.
Yep. Bobby tried to get ahead of it after fumbling it and released sent a letter saying how they're going to take care of it, and that he finally hired an outside counsel. The outside counsel being a Trump administration SEC lawyer.
He was a Trump supporter, I think.
He was. Well, yeah, this is the lawyer that said it was okay after all these reps were buying and selling pharmaceutical stocks like right before we all knew about COVID, but they already knew about COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when that happened?
Oh yeah.
This is the person that was like, "Hey, I'm not going to send these people to prison."
Cool. That's
the lawyer. Yeah. So, I'm sure there's more nuanced discussion of this person, but yeah, I don't know if I trust the Wall Street lawyer to give a fair and balanced investigation here, but
right, that's maybe just for you.
Yeah, that could just be me.
And you read about like the Cosby suite allegations?
Yeah. I saw yep. And I saw one of the guys in the tweet tried to in the picture to tweet it about it, saying it's like, look, it was just the name of the room because we had the poster in it. And then text messages somehow got leaked where they were like, let's bring these girls up to the Cosby room. You know what that's for? And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Right. I read that.
Yeah. I guess you're all...
They're covering their ass. There's individual people now have to cover their ass because there's records of stuff. And this is obviously going to affect them long term.
So here's where I was disappointed today the most. So when all this was going on, and I would see the hashtag Activision walkout,
mm-hmm.
and and I do support the people at Activision. I think they're right to want to work in a safe work environment, especially for a company of that size. I was like, yeah, I wonder if they're getting the support from streamers, because they have probably they have the biggest audience and probably the most influence of anyone involved in this in any way. Not that they're involved, they don't work for Activision,
right.
But they have the most outside facing voice. And the number one first person shooter on Twitch, when I checked it, with about 150,000 concurrent viewers, was of course Call of Duty. It was number 3 in the world. It was only behind the Just Chatting and League of Legends.
Right.
And there was this one guy, one person alone with 45,000 views.
That was me.
Yeah, playing a game while everyone who worked on that game was walking out to fight for, their personal rights. He's like, hey, I'm playing the game now. Everybody gets pumping more money to these guys. So that guy sucks. I don't know his name, but
well, some gaming websites and YouTube channels are saying they're not going to cover Activision stuff like until they feel like the situation is improved.
Are they just freeing that up though for someone else to jump in?
I don't know.
And you think it's the game or the person? I guess that's the real question.
You mean the company or the person?
No, like, is it the streamer or is it the game that people care more about?
Oh, well, there's some streamers who that's just like they're pro Call of Duty players. That's what they do. They play 8 hours. I follow a couple of them. That's what they do. They play 8 hours a day and they just play Call of Duty, and they're like super good and they have thousands of people watching them. And so it may not be a situation where it's so simple that they can just like, oh, I'm going to stream Fortnite. It's like, this is what they do. That's all they do.
I know.
But I hear what you're saying. Certainly for a day they could do it.
They could have taken one day off. Darkness is asking who it was in the chat, and he gave 2 names. I believe it was Nick Merckx. I don't know anything about him. He could be a nice guy. He could be an a-hole with the name Nick Merckx. But he could have taken a day. Take a day.
And it's not too late. They could do it. They could take another day. But yeah, it would have been nice to coincide with the actual walkout for sure.
Yeah, and be like, I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna stream this today. Even if you just went on and played nothing and said, I'm not gonna stream any games today because of the walkout. I just want to bring some attention to what they're doing and why. Definitely. And I hope Activision sorts this all out because I love their games. Like that's all you have to do one day.
That's what Prima Games. They make the guides, the game guides.
Yes.
They said they're not doing any more Activision games until they've, at least till the end of throughout this year. And they're going to, or they're not going to update anything either. Yeah. And then they'll check in and see how Activision is doing.
I saw, I don't want to get this wrong. Is it Stephanie Sterling now?
Oh, I think it's Jim Stephanie Sterling.
Okay. I want to get it right.
I'm not 100% sure on that, even though I do follow him.
They.
Sorry, I'm not good at this. I'm an old guy.
I know it's okay. I saw one of their tweets, and they were calling out a publication that they didn't name, but they wrote about the whole thing. And then at the bottom of the article, and this is what the tweet was, where it was just like, Activision has a lot of hot new releases coming out this fall, such as the new Call of Duty and this and that. And Ubisoft also this fall has coming out. I'm like, really? You can't just like
have it be about one thing.
Have it be about the one thing and not be about the promotion of the game. So you still stay on their good graces, even when you're trying to like write a little bit of a slam piece. You need to make sure you still get those review copies. So
yeah, it's you know what the weird thing is, like Activision doesn't really do much anymore besides put out Call of Duty games, and like what's come out of them in the last several years? But that's not Call of Duty.
Spyro and Crash games.
You got a Tony Hawk remaster, which is
well, it's all the Blizzard stuff too. It's the World of Warcraft and
But it's just World of Warcraft is this ongoing thing, okay. But
yeah,
like this is a huge fucking company. Like where's the innovation? Where's the new stuff? Like Bobby Kotick.
No. There's no innovation.
No, they sailed that a long time ago, right?
But there's not even new products. There's not even new products.
They kept on slicing away at it until they had their money makers. I mean, at what point they had like 3 games, right? They had Skylanders and
Call of Duty,
and then what was the other one? They had one other
Destiny.
one. No, Guitar Hero.
Oh, Guitar. Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. That was like their 3 games for a while.
They're really good at being lean and mean. What's the least we have to release for the most amount of money? And it's what they do, and they're really good at it. And that's the skill set. It's something that EA has never really done as well as Activision, in my opinion. You can argue with me. I don't know,
but EA is like, I feel like they put out more stuff.
They've got licensing deals as well, right? EA.
Yeah.
Activision completely did away with all of their licensing deals.
They're like, we're just a Call of Duty. We're a Call of Duty, World of Warcraft company, and Diablo will spit up a Diablo once in a while, rehash one, and and that's it. Which is, it's kind of boring, and also like
very lucrative.
How are you gonna get? Very boring and very lucrative.
Very boring and very lucrative. If that was the motto of your company, you'd get investors.
I mean, I'm an investor, but it's like they could be. How about something new? Like you can make more money. Like EA's putting out new products, and they're finding success. Other companies are doing it. Are they?
I guess Apex.
Apex is a big success for them. But yeah, it's risky. Sure, it is risky. But
they did. That's what the Call of Duty, war. What is that called again? Why am I
Warzone?
Thank you. My brain just stopped. I mean, that's what Warzone was. I mean, that's a big departure for them. It's just they slapped that Call of Duty name on it because it's the right thing to do.
No, well, they just pulled the mode out of the game and made it free to play out of the paid one, and they have a free to play component.
Yeah.
But it's like, that was obvious. Like that's, of course you do that. Like,
is it obvious? Tell that to Ubisoft because they haven't been able to figure that out.
Well, they figured it out. They just haven't made they can't make a game. They don't have Call of Duty. They don't have like that shooting mechanic. Their games don't feel like that. But their new one is going to be a huge hit. X to the Zibit. I don't know what it's called. X Defiant.
I already forgot. XD. Disney XD.
If it has that song in it, every time you load the game up, I think we have something. If they don't, then forget it. Don't even bother putting the game out. Anything else we want to say about Activision?
No. I have doubts they'll turn it around.
Oh, yeah, Overwatch. Yeah. What about Overwatch?
They haven't put out a new Overwatch in fucking forever.
I know, but it's still an Activision game.
But if they've let it like go to that game's needed a sequel or something for like at least 2 years. Like at least it's so stale right now. And I don't think that's like a controversial statement. I think that's pretty much agreed upon.
Yep.
I forgot what else I was going to say about Activision, but yeah. They could do more. They could be doing more. Forget about like the internal work stuff. Just like in terms of putting out games.
No, I think don't forget about that.
Don't forget about that. That's the forefront. But I'm saying like I don't think we should be all that impressed with like the what they've been putting out recently. That's all.